Everybody, welcome to a brand new video. We're gonna do a bit of a fun video today. We're gonna take a look at some of the streamers and YouTubers I could probably beat in a fight, or some that I probably lose to in a fight. I just picked a bunch of random people, no real connection to them. Some of them I like, some of them I don't like. We're just gonna go ahead and look and see which ones would probably lose to me in a fight, or would probably beat me in a fight. Let's just start with let's go ahead and start with Alpha Rat here. As you can see, we have a large list. We're not going to go in any order. We're just going to just pick and choose as we please. Yeah, Alpharad. Alpharad's a bit of an interesting one. He is he is somebody who's a hardcore gamer. He plays a bit of Roblox. He plays Smash Bros quite a bit. He's probably got some jacked hands. He's probably got some like six packs on his hands or his palms or whatever. And I think because of that, I'd probably call this a draw. I also played Smash, and my hands are also kind of ripped right now. So I probably would be able to fight him to a draw. I think it would be a pretty close battle. We'll each get a couple licks in, but I think in the end we'll just all both kind of fall to our knees. Here let's go with Optimus here because he's a bit of an interesting one. Optimus, he's a commentary YouTuber. He actually has not really done a face reveal, so we have no idea what he looks like. But just going off of voice and some of the things he said, he's ready to throw hands if he needs to. I think honestly, I'd probably lose this fight. I think it'd be pretty close. Just judging from his voice alone, he seems like a pretty strong, manly dude. He'd probably fucking clock me a couple times and just knock me out. I'd probably get a good few hits in, but I think he'll just win overall. Let's see. Here, let's go with Dream. Let's just get him out of the way. Now, Dream, if this was cheating Dream, I'd probably lose. He'd probably like up the damage of his diamond sword or something, but like Dream without his hacks is pretty much the equivalent of somebody playing like he's like the equivalent of a fucking potato. He's nothing. I'd easily beat Dream in a fight here. He's pretty weak without his hacks, and now that he's caught, he's probably not gonna use them anymore. So I'd probably easily win. All right, let's go here with the Game Grumps. They're a bit of another interesting one because there's actually two of them. Now, if it was each of them individually, I could easily beat them both in a fight, but because they're both using their collective power, I think it'd be here to a draw. I think Aaron's rage, if he get angry, maybe Dan flunks a Sonic game at him, he'd get pretty angry and maybe get a few good hits in, but he'll probably just get tired out a little too fast, and I'd probably be able to clock him in the face. And Dame just seems like too nice of a guy to even throw a punch. He'd probably just quit when Aaron loses or something. All right, let's go here with Logan Paul. Now, Logan Paul's another one that is kind of an interesting matter. Logan, as you know, has been doing a bit of boxing. I know his last fight, considering his last fight was just a pretty much a big hug fest, I feel like my chances are pretty close. They're a lot better than they were in his last fights. So I'm going to say that I'd probably lose if I fought him, just because, he's a boxer now. He's also got a lot of money on him and a lot of fans, so he'd probably, like, go to his vault and like beat me with his gold bars or something. Probably knock me out with one of them just because he has so much money to flaunt. Now, MrBeast here, I gotta be honest, dude. I just lose to MrBeast. I wouldn't even want to fight him, bro. He probably wouldn't even want to fight me either, because he's such a nice guy. He'd probably just be like, "Here's $10,000 if you don't fight me," and I just probably wouldn't even fight him. I'd be like, "Bro, I'll lose for $10,000. I wouldn't just take a draw. I'd just lose for $10,000 for him, bro. I'd pay him $10. I'd just be like, here, man, here's $10. Let's fake fight, and I'll lose the fight for you, just so you seem like a cooler dude." All right, now we got Matt Pat here. Matt Pat is Matt Pat, the big theorist on the internet, game theory, film theory, food theory. He'd probably be too much, he'd probably just be standing there thinking of ways to beat me instead of actually throwing a punch. So I think I'd easily, be able to take him out. He'd probably think of a way to connect me to like Undertale or something or Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't really know what he'd be doing. He'd just probably be standing there looking into the abyss, just wondering how I can connect to one of the million games out there. But I could pretty easily take him to fight. I probably just punch him once and he'd fall to the ground, crumble. All right, now here's Keemstar. Now Keemstar, I think Keemstar, because he has gnome powers, he could probably put up a decent fight. So I think we're gonna go ahead and put him here in the close fight, but I'd still win. He still is nothing more than a fucking gnome. He may have some special gnome magic on him, but I could probably take him out. One good kick to the face or something would probably be enough to end his day. Now Ninja here, oh man, I could easily beat Ninja in a fight, man. He'd be probably looking like to build some walls. Probably go harvest some trees to thinking it's Fortnite or something. He'd probably just be like, oh man, don't worry, my teammates will res me if I get knocked or whatever, and I just freaking clock him in the face and he'd just be out like a light. I don't know, man. he probably try to double pump me, but you know, because it's real life, that's impossible. So I'm just gonna be able to beat him pretty easily. Now James Charles also, I'd just be able to take him down with ease, bro. One finger is all I'll need. I'll be like fucking Goku when he fights Trunks, where he's able to block the sword with one finger, bro. I'd be able to freaking kick his ass with one finger. Knowing him, he'd probably try to flirt with me because he's gay, so he likes boys, and I am a guy, so you know he'd probably try to like take me out to dinner or something, and I'd just be like, nah, bro, and I'd clock him in the face just because not because he's gay, that's homophobic, just because he's a horrible person. Now, PewDiePie here, I don't know, man. I think it'd be a close fight with PewDiePie. He's got Swedish abilities, kind of like how, Keemstar has his gnome magic. PewDiePie's got the Swedish powers on his side, He probably has access to meatballs whenever he needs it. He could probably just pull them out of his back pocket, use them as range moves. He could probably shove some down my throat, He'd probably get the panties to cook them and, use it as a weapon. So I think it'd be pretty close, but I think because of his powers, I'd probably lose. Now, in terms of Jacksepticeye, his Irish abilities are more of like a hindrance than a gift, I'd say. He'd probably lose easily, because Irish people are always drunk. He probably wouldn't be able to see me or walk in a straight line. He also thinks that potatoes are the all powerful being of this world, so he'd probably try to use some potatoes against me. Probably throw some. And they'll probably be effective like PewDiePie's meatballs, but because he'll be drunk the whole time because he's Irish, he probably won't be able to make any of his shots. Now, I kind of left her for last unintentionally. I really didn't mean to, but I decided to add a female in there because women are equal to us, so they could get some equal fights in there too. But I gotta be honest, man. I think I'd probably have to lose this fight just because all the people on the internet would probably just if I were to win, all of our simps would probably come raid my house and like kick me to like just curb stomp me or lynch me or something. I'm not really sure. Now this was her without her makeup. If this is like her fucking ghost form where she's paler than the fucking like she looks like fucking sand. I think I'd probably be able to easily win because nobody will care about her looks then. But now because she'll probably have makeup on like she always does, so I'll probably have to just lose the fight just because I don't want her millions and millions of Sims to come to my house and like fucking paralyze me or break my spine or whatever they do. Now, last we got MoistCriticalMan. Mr. Daddy. I don't fucking know. He likes to do some phallic stuff. He likes to play with dildos. I think I'd probably lose to him just because he's got a lot of dildos in his closet. Probably use them as weapons and ammunition, just so he could beat with weapons. He does a lot of pole dancing now, I think. So he could probably break off the pole and just kind of use it like he's fucking Donatello or something. He's like a bow staff. But I think you have to bring out Moby Huge and just freaking smack me in the head with it, but he'd probably win easily. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna end it here. This is my list. This is the people who I can beat. People I'd probably lose to or draw with. But yeah, just a disclaimer. This is all for jokes and shits and giggles. I'm all joke. These are all for fun. This is for fun, everybody. This is not real. I don't want to fight any of these people. Especially whenever I fight a girl. It's honorable thing, not me not trying to white knight, that's just how I was raised, I never hurt a woman. But yeah, again, just all for shits and giggles. Don't take anything seriously here. Have a good day. Bye.